Hi there, how you doing out there? I want to show you this cool guitar which I just found at a guitar show, and I've had it for I don't know, 3-4 weeks, and gone through it, did a couple of things to it. I'm going to offer it up to some lucky student. And now this is the Heritage Sweet 16. Let me play you a little something on it. There's an F chord in here somewhere. Okay, a real sweet balanced tone. I have a super high cut rolled off a little, treble, mid straight up. The bass is added just a touch. So you set your settings on your amp and then you use the volume control. And this particular volume control I find is a pretty good one. I don't hear any change of tone. I only hear volume. So you use your volume control accordingly. At the gig, everything's set up. Concentrate on what you're going to play. So this particular guitar, the Sweet 16, is the shape of a 575 and or a 175, a little thinner than a 175. So 575 Heritage, except it's a spruce, solid spruce top, solid, and then just like the 575, solid, solid rim and back. Now, the other exception is it is a 25.5-inch scale length with an ebony fretboard. So it's rare to find a 16-inch with a 25.5-inch scale length. Most of the time it's 24 3/4. Plus it's got those cool split block inlays. This is a 2011, so it's got the fingered tailpiece, which you know I like. Because I use a heavy top, skinny bottom, flat wound string, I like to take the bottom strings, get them all the way down to the top of the guitar, and gradually work the way up so the tension is even between all the strings. Let me change camera for a second. Let's take a look at this. All right, look at the binding on this. Come on now. The 575, of course, doesn't have that kind of binding. That 5-ply or 7-ply, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we bound F holes, bound pick guard, maple pick guard. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, this thing should be on an album cover, right? And it's got the Heritage pickup, which I think is quite nice. Okay, so here's the rims. This big chunk of maple. And take a look at the back. It's your stock maple split piece there. Solid. Again, 2-ply binding on the back. Now, here's what's spectacular about Heritage. This guitar, this 3-piece neck, 5-piece neck. You've got 2 stringers of mahogany in there. I mean, that neck fits my hand so well. I love these necks. I mean, it's just, hey, this is it. I put on the oblong what are these things? Strap buttons, because I like them. It had kind of just a regular old one, and it wasn't fancy enough. Check out the back of the headstock here. And there's your number of the guitar. This guitar has hardly been played, to be honest with you. Look at this thing. It looks like it's got a little blemish right up here. I guess probably from changing a string. You know, when your strings can do some damage to that. But otherwise, look at that. That thing is beautiful. One of the other things about this guitar is, you know, it produces a very balanced sound. I think it doesn't have a whole lot of sustain. If you wanted a little more sustain, I suppose you could add a Tune-o-matic. I don't think I'd advise it for this guitar. You could experiment with it. I don't know. It's got an ebony bridge. But the thing about you know, it's got a fair amount of sustain. I mean, it's just... Just gorgeous, gorgeous sound. It's plays great, plays great. My hands aren't in the greatest shape today, but hey, this thing plays great. So look at it. If you're interested in this, give me a buzz. It's a gorgeous instrument. You're going to be happy with this puppy. You know, a lot of guys like these because they like the long scale, the ebony fretboard, but they like the smaller body. They also like the spruce top. So it's like a, you know, if you get a Eagle Classic or a Golden Eagle, you got the big body to contend with. This has got the 16 inch as opposed to the 17 inch. Whatever. So, you know what? If you give me a call, it could happen to you that you could buy this, get this guitar. This is that song is It Can Happen to You. Anyway, I'll talk at you later.